And good evening and welcome to Freed-Hardeman University, where the Freed-Hardeman Lions will take on the Martin Methodist Redhawks, and we're going to have the pregame show right now. Coach Drew Stutz is here. Coach, let's jump straight into this one. A very important game. Both of us are 10-5 overall, and this one we are lined up. We're 5-4 in conference play. They're 6-5. This is an important game.
Oh, it's a really important game. Every one of them counts in the Mid-South. There's no easy ones. Martin's a really good team. They got off to a great start this year. Struggled as of late, but have played some of the top teams in the conference, and expect them to come out and be really prepared. Coach does a great job. They got some really good players in the Darian Hudson and number one and 4, two of their best players tonight. So expect them to be really good, and should be a great game.
And I understand that they are going to be missing Pfeiffer, who averages 17-5 a game. But that doesn't mean they're going to let down. They'll still play hard.
No. He's been missing for a while. He's missed about half the season, so no worries there. They got a lot of capable players.
And, of course, we're doing great. We've got several young men averaging in double figures. But Luca, I'm understanding, will not be able to play for us tonight.
Probably will be a no-go. Big kid rolled his ankle a little bit last game, so should be back pretty soon. But, no fracture or anything like that, just a bad rolled ankle. But, yeah, probably going to be a no-go tonight.
He toughed it out that last game and played on it anyway. And
he did a little bit.
Good young man. And this would have been an excellent game. The matchups would have been right for him to really have turned it on tonight.
It would have. Yeah, we continue the same stuff that we've been doing as far as trying to get guys healthy and find a rotation. Luke is really coming along from ACL recovery and is kind of finding his niche right here lately. So unfortunate that he got a rolled ankle, but we'll have some other guys step up tonight, just like we have all season, and expect them to step in and fill those shoes well.
Absolutely. Cortland and Martin still shooting the ball extremely well, around 46% from the field, and he and Wanye King over the 40% mark in three-point shooting. But we got to get Wanye to turn it on a little earlier tonight.
We do, yeah. He's a guy that can really get hot at any moment. Obviously a great player on the offensive end. So I expect him to get it going tonight.
And, of course, Muscle White steady, Francis Agbada. You don't call his name for the big things a lot, but then in the film we see there are all kinds of little things, shot blocks, tough rebounds, and really is a very good shooter. He just doesn't take many shots.
That's right. Yeah, like we talked about before, plays off of other people extremely well, can score the ball on the post in one-on-one. Really good defender as well. But, Francis, especially with Luka going down tonight, his minutes will go up a little bit. And hopefully he'll have a big game for us.
Coach, what do we got to do to stop this Martin Methodist team? They're obviously capable just like we are. We're fighting for position with some keys to victory.
Keys to victory for us, most of the time starts with transition defense, and that'll be the same with them. They're really good in the transition game, so got to get back, got to get them stopped early on. Like I said before, they got a couple of guards that can really get to the basket, hit the open shots, and then they spread it out with 2 or 3 other guys around them that shoot the ball fairly well also. So they're a dangerous team on the offensive end, and defensively got the same ability. Like I said, struggle a little bit here of late, but they've played some of the top teams and been on the road for most of those as well. So expect them to be their best tonight.
Absolutely, and of course we need to play 2 halves of Freed-Hardeman Lion basketball. Can't obviously ebbs and flows in any basketball game. We just can't have any prolonged periods of that.
Yeah, we got to be more consistent in general. That's something we've harped on these last couple of days. Georgetown game, obviously, Saturday was canceled, but had a really good practice yesterday. Defense is just something that we really got to improve on. Offensively, when we take care of the ball, we're pretty hard to stop. But defensively, we got to have more of a consistent effort, and that's the thing that we'll be harping on tonight, being a really good defensive team. And don't expect perfection right now, but do expect great effort and great intensity on the defensive end.
Yeah, hopefully everybody comes out firing on all cylinders offensively and defensively. With the time running down on the clock, 13 minutes here, your turn to say anything to the Freed-Hardeman fans.
No, excited and blessed to be here again tonight. Should be a great game for you guys to enjoy. I'm sure we'll have some students that are now back on campus trickle in as the game gets started here in a few minutes. But excited about the opportunity and look forward to a great game tonight.
Coach, we look forward to talking to you after a win tonight.
Awesome. Thanks so much.
Let's take a time out, and when we come back, we'll talk more Lion basketball. Back here at Freed Hardeman, ready for a home game, men's only tonight. As you can, well, you may not can see because I think the camera's on me and my face could stop at 8-day clock on the 7th day. But anyway, there's about 12 minutes left before we tip this game off. And Coach Drew Stutz, we came up and did this one live and had a little less time, but we wanted to focus. This is an important contest. Let's go backwards. And Michael Mullenix, one of the best young color men around here, we had a great ball game. Even though we had a sag a little bit, we had a win over a very tough Campbellsville team.
That's right. Campbellsville was leading at the half by 8 points, but the big thing that turned this thing around for the Lions was not only the 15-point second half win, beating them 42-27 in the second, but Campbellsville, no offensive rebounds at all. 0. That was one of the biggest key factors. No second chance opportunities for Campbellsville, and only thing that really hurt Freed Hardeman was just the turnover battle and the kind of the early slump there. Yeah. But they responded well in the second half with big game by Cortland Martin, Wanye King, and Logan Bond. So
it really was. They had double figures. You know, people don't really pay attention to this, but Musselwhite and McLaren had 9, just missing it. We had a lot of scoring the other night.
That's right. Everyone who came into the game for Freed Hardeman contributed in some way, and that's basically what it's going to win games going forward into the season is good play by all of your teammates starting or on the bench. As long as you can have that, they're going to make it far, not only in the conference tournament, but hopefully in the national tournament, Coach.
Absolutely, and of course, we're getting some information in up here. We'll have starting lineups and more. What we're going to do right now with about 10 minutes and 40 seconds to go before the game, we're going to take a timeout on the Freed Hardeman Basketball Network here on Worthy Road Studios. Hardeman Line basketball. Men's only game tonight against Martin Methodist. We're fighting for position. Both teams' overall record are 10-5. Freed Hardeman has a 5-4 conference record in the Mid-South Conference. Martin Methodist has a 6-5 record. So this is very important. You fight for position because you want to get one of those home games early in the tournament.
That's right. Actually was talking to Taylor Hodges a while ago, and he said with the 12-team conference this year and the conference tournament being hosted in Bowling Green, at least from the quarterfinals on, whoever gets those top 4 seeds, they're automatically going to Bowling Green for the quarterfinals. So Freed Hardeman get one of them top 4 spots, they can have a good run hopefully there in the conference tournament.
Yes, we can. We're very capable. We've got electric shooting. Think about this. Cortland Martin at 17.8. Wanye King, 16.3. Jeremiah Alexander, 10.4. Musselwhite at 12.7. And I'm going to get his name right. We've had it rewritten, and Luca gave us some help with it. Filipovich. Did I get it right? Filipovich. Filipovich. Yeah, Filipovich. And he has 10.1, won't play tonight, but now Riley McLaren starting to increase his scoring average. We could easily have 5 people in double figures. And you add a little defense to that, and we could go a long way in this tournament. We've played the top teams tooth and toenail. Matter of fact, had the lead against Shawnee State and could have easily taken them.
That's right. But injuries have really also been hurting this team this year. We see Luke Filipovich won't be playing today. John Moore ACL and meniscus injury, out for the season. Hunter Scurlock was out for almost half the season now, and Cortland Martin was out them couple of games against got hurt against Thomas More and was out against Shawnee State, and that could have really helped Freed Hardeman's chances right there of getting the top 4 spot right there with Martin playing against Shawnee State. They could have easily had that game won, but like we said, injuries just hurting Freed Hardeman this year.
Absolutely. And Paul Schultze, our esteemed director and producer, never ceases to amaze. He knows I forget what my name is sometimes. No, I'm teasing. That is a nice touch. And folks, if you'll notice in these broadcasts, you always have the time and score up there, except for when they are up here at the table that we broadcast from, 6 minutes and 46 seconds before tip-off time. And there are other features, the halftime stats, which Michael handles. Paul will always have you a graphic with some shooting stats, some rebounding and turnover stats. And we have a great camera crew. We have on-the-floor people. We have main cameras and secondary cameras up here. Worthy Road Studios in Freed Hardeman. And I'm looking forward to baseball and also softball. Ray Pack, who's the official scorer for tonight, is going to be doing softball. I'll be doing baseball. Hopefully you'll come by sometime. Michael's going to be with us for basketball the rest of the year. And Michael, I've never asked, what year are you in school?
I'm just a freshman this year, Coach.
Just a freshman. Michael will hopefully be with us for the next few years to come as we enjoy bringing you Freed Hardeman basketball. Taylor Hodges does such a great job over there. And if you see our picture when we do get a floor picture, Jeremy, who helped out early in the season, is helping with it because it's a big job, sports information. Taylor has to have, and you see Jeremy on my left-hand side, and Taylor talking over there. They're doing DAC stats and also get the stats out to coaches, news media, and et cetera in between. A much closer shot. As you can see, we can zoom in on things. And a beautiful facility here. This, of course, is Smith Kirk Court. And this is the Brewer Activity Center. Some people call it Sports Center. And it's a beautiful building. But we got a lot of beautiful buildings on this campus.
That's right.
Thank Athletic Director Mike McCutcheon, and we'll have some special guests from time to time. No women's game tonight. They probably, for their legs, needed the time off. They'll have a big game, though, Thursday night.
That's right, against, not sure, Cumberland, or is it
Cumberland? Cumberland out of Lebanon, Tennessee is coming in here for a women and men's game. We'll be here for 2, and that one will start – I believe the women's game will start at 5:30. We'll give you more about that. You can always check the Freed Hardeman website and the men's and women's basketball schedules for game time. Remember, there's 30 minutes in between games because of COVID. And we're going to take a quick timeout, and then we'll come back here for pregame ceremonies and the starting lineups. You're listening and watching the Freed Hardeman. We're back, and you can see across the way about 3 minutes and 25 seconds. And some of the fans that are here tonight for this contest as it fills up. Of course, max capacity is 325. That's all we have. Got a single game tonight, and I know that some of the other players from the women's team will be here for the game. Softball girls and baseball players, some of them. You had a great interview. If you missed it, you can go back and see it on YouTube with Joshua Seals, the preseason All-American first baseman, who holds most of the home run records here at Freed Hardeman. And he'll be back for this year, and then he's probably going to get a nice offer from Major League Baseball.
That's right. Probably one of the best hitters Fred Hardeman's had in program history. I believe broke the home run record his sophomore year for Fred Hardeman. And think about this, breaking a home run record in only 2 years, a career home run record. This kid can really put the bat on the ball and knock it out of the park, Coach.
They really can. You're right, Michael. Very quickly, we expect number 1, Darren Jenkins, to start for them. Number 2, Brady Brown. 4, Darian Hudson. Number 20, Aaron Whitmore. And number 55, Devin Klein. We also expect our same starting lineup, the usual, with number 0, Cortland Martin, number 1, Wanye King, 2, Jeremiah Alexander, 21, John Musselwhite, and 24, Francis Agbada. And Luca probably won't play. It would be an emergency if he did.
That's right. We see him down there on the baseline, not dressed out. He's got a wrap on his right foot right there from – I believe they said maybe torn ligaments in his foot, but they said from when I was talking to him yesterday, possibly max 2 weeks he'll be out.
Well, that's good because the big man was just starting to round into shape. And, of course, you hear the clapping and the team's Martin Methodist already huddling up, ready to come to the sideline. Fred Hardeman finishing their pregame warm-up, and when it gets under a minute, the teams will go to the benches, and then we will go to the floor for the prayer and then the national anthem, and the starting lineups will come from the floor. As you see the teams headed towards the benches, a couple last shots being thrown in, and you can see Wanye King and Cortland both trying to – those shooters need those extra shots, Michael.
That's right, Coach. And Cortland Martin, last game out, 23 points. And he's had an outstanding season, even with sort of little kind of mishandle with his eye injury there against Thomas More. He's had a really great season.
He really has, and he played on pure guts. Let's go down to the floor, to the public address system, and it's just about prayer and national anthem time.
For tonight's matchup between the Redhawks of Martin Methodist College and your Fred Hardeman University Lions. Fans, at this time, we'd like to take this opportunity to encourage you to help everyone enjoy tonight's contest by being a true champion of character. By displaying respect and good sportsmanship, you can help create a positive environment for tonight's teams, officials, and fans. Fans, at this time, we ask that you please rise and gentlemen remove your hats for our prayer to be led by Michael Bolton, followed by the playing of our country's national anthem.
Let's pray. Dear Heavenly Father, thank you for this day. Thank you for all the many blessings that you've given us. Thank you for letting us come out here tonight to watch basketball, Lord. Be with these two teams. Please let them put on a show. Please let them stay healthy. Please let the best team win, Lord. Be with us throughout the rest of this week. Please do your will. In your Son's name, amen.
At guard, a 6'6" sophomore from Summertown, Tennessee, number 2, Brady Brown. At guard, a 6-foot sophomore from Springfield, Tennessee, number 4, Darian Hudson. At forward, a 6'5" junior from Memphis, Tennessee, number 20, Aaron Whitmore. And at guard, a 6'3" freshman from Laverne, Tennessee, number 55, Devin Klein. The Red Hawks are coached by Nugent Line in his 3rd season. He's assisted by Caleb Chalmay and Aaron Chambry. And now get on your feet and make some noise. Here are the starters for your Freed-Hardeman University Lions. At guard, a 5'10" senior from Humboldt, Tennessee, number 0, Cortland Martin. At guard, a 6'1" senior from Fort Payne, Alabama, number 1, Wanye Jean. At guard, a 6'5" senior from Antioch, Tennessee, number 2, Jeremiah Alexander. At guard, a 6'4" senior from Newmarket, Alabama, number 21, John Musselwhite. And at forward, a 6'8" junior from Nigeria, number 24, Francis Agbada. The Lions are coached by Drew Stutz in his 2nd season. Assistant coach in his 3rd year is Jake Mitchell.
And we are back here ready for basketball. Quick thoughts before the tip-off, Michael.
Well, the big things you're going to have to watch out today if you're Freed-Hardeman. One, you're going to have to guard both Darian Hudson and Jenkins. Darian Jenkins, Hudson averaging 19.7 points a game, Jenkins 18.4. That's the big thing you have to watch out for if you're Freed-Hardeman, especially on defense. And then also Darian Hudson, one of the leading passers in the division right now.
Agbada controlled the tip very easily. An interesting choice to jump against him. I think they were really playing defense. We go with our 5-out cutter. Here's Cortland Martin. Instant offense. Cortland Martin opens up with 3, and we're less than a minute into this game.
It didn't even take long, Coach. Didn't take long at all.
They go with 4 out, 1 under, 20 playing in the post. He's a solid young man. Moving the ball around. That's Jenkins on the outside. Now he can put some points up to it, 18-4 a game. Good defense. We knock it away. The steal. Coming down the floor is Cortland Martin, and there is a foul there. And the first foul on number 20, and that's Aaron Whitmore. Team first and his first. Remember, we're playing halves tonight. Now, women, they play quarters, play halves, and men. You run a cutter through to Musselwhite. He'll cut through on the basket cut. Give to King, or actually down to Agbada. I think he walked.
Yeah, might have picked that pivot foot up a little too quick, and the momentum just got him right there, Coach.
Yes, and that was actually Jeremiah Alexander made a nice post feed down there.
That was a good pass. Just I have to execute on those, Coach, as the game goes forward.
We defend the screen and roll well. They change sides. It's on the left side, and Jenkins brings it outside. They try to feed into the high post to Brown. They say he traveled. So a few turnovers here early. We hold a 3-0 lead with 18:49 to go in the contest. And I think Martin Methodist wants to talk it over early. They want a timeout. We're going to take one here on the Freed-Hardeman Basketball Network. Back here at Freed-Hardeman, where the Lions lead 3-0. They have the basketball, and Martin Methodist has used one of their 6 allotted timeouts.
That's very interesting timeout.
I'm still thinking about that one. That's the problem. I got to get my coach's hat off and put my broadcaster's hat back on because I'm analyzing that one. But I'm sure the coach had a good reason. He's done a great job in the time he's been there at Martin Methodist. Dug in line. Musselwhite gives it off to Wanye King. He gets through there to Alexander. Back out front. Now we feed low. Agbada wants the jump hook. Leaves it a little short. Rebound comes down to Brown. Brown kicks it across the floor. They bring it down the left side, and they are in a hurry. And that's Jenkins. They lose it. Now here comes King. A little stutter step, shot off the back of the iron. They'll say that Agbata had the impetus on forcing it out, but good effort by our young men.
That's right. And another thing you're going to have to do today, if you're Freed Hardman, you have to give 100% when you're out on that court all the time. Even on the bench, you got to be cheering on your teammates through this game. And this is a very big game, Coach.
It really is. Way out, Devin Klein has the basketball. Agbata picks him up. They feed. There's got to be a hole. And that's going to be on 2-0. That's Aaron Whitmore. That's his second and team's second. And that was pretty obvious there.
Yeah, I just had him a little bit too far under out there with had him hooked a little bit too far with his arm.
Bailey Talley checking in. He averages 5.5 points a game, which is a little more than Whitmore, but Whitmore gave him a wider body. They gained some high guard through cut, gives the give and go, if you want to call it that. And Whitmore, or actually Musselwhite, has his first two.
And that's going to be a big thing here early for Freed Hardman, getting those easy baskets.
Air ball, but they get the rebound, and sticking it back into the hole is Brady Brown. His first two. It's 5-2. And we got 5 out, 4 under. Now Agbata comes to set a screen. King stops, pops from 14, rolls around, and the sharpshooter, Wanye King, the senior, gets his first two.
And that was a great read there by King. Kind of looked like he was going to dump under to Agbata, but they kind of double-teamed Agbata out there, forcing King with an easy shot.
Of course, the ball on the right side. They go inside low to, we'll check the name out. We didn't get a pronunciation guide. El Gahari is in there in the post, a very solid young man. We cut off the left baseline. They're having trouble getting it out. They're going to have to use a second timeout. This should be a 30-second timeout. We'll keep it here. Great defense, Michael.
That's right. And Alexander, the only 2 points scored here has been by Brady Brown. They're really limiting here quick, both Jenkins and Hudson. Alexander's been on Jenkins the whole time, and I hadn't been really seeing who's on Hudson, but a great defense being played by Freed Hardman. And if they won't win this game, they have to keep this up, though, because Martin Methodist, they can get hot very quick, Coach.
Yes, they can. They've got some capable shooters, although their best three-point shooter will not play, I understand, the rest of the semester.
I believe what I was told before the game might be ineligible, but that might not be 100% right. So,
but we do know he's out for tonight. They go
right.
1-4 low across the baseline. Ball being thrown in the far corner. Here's the three-pointer up. This is Brown. His shot off. Rebound, Jeremiah Alexander, and the senior motors down the middle of the floor. Gets it taken away, knocked away. They flip it back in, and Martin Methodist picks it up. They have the basketball. That one we kind of got caught off guard. Backdoor, a little dipsy-do, misses the layup. Too much French pastry on the layup.
That's right. And Freed Hardman really got lucky out there, kind of trying to argue the call right there, but it almost cost him.
We double pumped, double clutched, and the rebound comes down to Tad Sibley. Sibley in the ball game now. They're running subs in and out. El Gahari is not now. He left the lane, but of course, the high school coach, I'm bad about watching it three-point lane. You can get some real estate. Good jumping to the ball. El Gahari doesn't really want the shot. He shoots it and misses. Musselwhite with a rebound. And Freed Hardman in business down the right sideline across to Cortland Martin. They'll say he traveled. He got up in the air with nothing to do with the ball.
That's right. And that was good defense there by number 1, Darren Jenkins, to kind of stop Martin's momentum right there. But Cortland, he's not going to make that many mistakes in a game as we've seen over the season.
We had some substitutions there, and it looks like Lazard is in, wearing 44. They feed low, and El Gahari gets fouled. If somebody goes to dunk like that, sometimes you're better off leaving it alone. And he'll shoot one. And that's Logan Bonds' first foul. Team's first. And they can cut the lead to 2 right here with this free throw. El Gahari's free throw missed and rebounded by John Musselwhite.
And El Gahare on the season up until then was shooting 14 of 18, 77%.
Yeah, pretty good free throw shooter. Three-pointer up, drifts on Muscle White to the right side, and hustling is McLaren to throw it off of the Martin Methodist player. That way it went off of El Gahare then.
That's a great hustle there by McLaren. Only a freshman has been a big key to this season for Freed Hardeman, providing some good minutes and some good stats as well.
Here's McLaren. He wants to take it to the hole. He gets stripped of it. Going behind his back is El Gahare. He loses it, but it looks like we'll touch it last, but Muscle White broke up the fast break.
Freed Hardeman's been doing a good job lately of stopping the transition offense, and Martin Methodist averaging close to, I believe, forcing 16 turnovers a game. So that was a great job by Muscle White to stop that transition basket.
Deep out to Klein. The guard wanted to run a cut, but driving the baseline, getting it knocked away, but it was picked up by Brady Brown. His jump stopped. He walked. I thought he did.
Looked like a pivot foot might have just slipped a little bit on him. It was a good move, but pivot foot did slip a little bit on him right there.
Yeah, when he came out of that spin, that's when he traveled. 7-4 your score. Quickly to McLaren on the right side. Looks for Cortland Martin, gets a high screen. Wanted to put the man in the popcorn machine. A little running one-hander. He rebounds himself, puts it back in. Cortland Martin, the senior, with 5 tonight. He's from Humboldt, Tennessee.
And at Humboldt his senior year, making the state tournament a big accomplishment for him. I believe he got put out the first round, but hey, even making it to the state tournament in the state of Tennessee, that's a big accomplishment.
Yeah, coaches Boykin and Abernathy, the late Thomas Boykin, and of course Coach Abernathy up there at Humboldt now. Used to be on Dale Brown's staff at LSU.
And
into the low post. We do a good job doubling down the kick outside. Three-pointer no good. Cortland Martin with the rebound of Jenkins' shot. Long pass. Touch pass by Muscle White. Lazard was going to dunk it and lost it on the way up. El Gahare got the rebound, and now Martin Methodist slows it down just a hair. With the basketball is Hudson, who can fill it up down in the corner. El Gahare's three, and he dropped the bomb down there. He's got 5, Michael.
Yeah, he's going to have to be guarded out there on the perimeter if you're Lazard and still wanting to win this game.
And it's going to fall for the big man. He'll get fouled and go to the line.
Guess going to make up for that missed shot there on that block a minute ago. He said, okay, I'll make up for it, Coach. I'll get an and one here.
And he has a chance to make an old-fashioned three-point play. 11-7 your score. Shot it. It rolls around and comes off El Gahare, who has been very busy. Mohammed El Gahare.
That's right. I believe he's got at least 75, if not 80% of the stats here for Martin Methodist.
He does. Ball on the right wing with Hudson. Hudson field low. They skip it across on the baseline. Klein's three-pointer. 3 up, 3 down for Marcus Klein. His first 3, and it's a one-point contest. Here's the NBA 3 by Muscle White, a little short. It was straight enough, but it wasn't
just didn't
quite
have enough
there.
Power.
And you can tell John intent with himself. Guarantee you he'll make the next one or be awfully close.
That's right. And he got off to a hot start against Campbellsville, getting, I believe, 6 points just real early.
Now we almost get the pass, and they may have stepped out of bounds, but it wasn't seen. Jenkins trying to make something happen. Kicks it off. Euro step, no good. Rebound fought for, and there's a rebounding foul under the goal. And we'll look like they've got John Musselwhite.
Number 21, John Musselwhite,
his first. Interesting, they called it on the tip, so it looks like they're going to send Jenkins to the line. Jenkins, a 78.5% free throw shooter.
Just missing, I believe, 17 on the season.
Yeah, there's our first tie of the night at 11. Now they change it out. Sometimes when they bring smaller men in, you think that they're going to press after this. They've got 2 back. There's going to be some substitutions. Second one shot it, got it. They've taken their first lead.
And they're going to take Hudson out.
And this is Marcus Lee Jr. And you're right, here comes the press. Skip pass into McLaren. McLaren wants to go to the hole. Gets a little body, but the shot blocked by El Gahari. And Lee Jr. takes it to the far side. Now they bring it back to Klein on the right side. Klein feeding into the low post. They want to spin. We double down. Now we got to rotate. And I think Lazard got a hand on it and broke that one up.
A great way of getting your hands up there. As long as you have your hands up, you're going to play some good defense, no matter who you are, Coach.
Well, it cuts the passing lanes down and makes the game a little more difficult. The easy person to attack is the one with their hands down and not active.
That's right.
Active hands and feet, especially those feet, though. Now, again, about 5 feet off the post area, the skip pass to Lee, down on the baseline to Klein. Klein's three, no good, but they get the rebound. He goes up too hard. Fighting for it is Musselwhite. He's got it, and Cortland Martin's running with McLaren ahead on the left side.
And might have a mismatch down over there with Lazard and Brady Brown.
Yep, here's the running one-hander. And I'm going to tell you what, Cortland Martin has the touch, his 7th point, and we take the lead back at 13-12.
That's right. Just said down there, Lazard had the mismatch, but Martin, hey, I think he found a better mismatch out there, Coach.
Yep. Around the horn, Cortland comes out to guard, back to one, that's Jenkins. Jenkins wants to put us in the popcorn machine, but Logan Bonds cuts him off. Here's El Gahari, a little bit of a dribble handoff. Back to Jenkins. Jenkins puts it up with 2 and hits it, and he's got 5. They've taken a 15-13 lead.
And they're still going in that, I believe it was a 2-2-1 press. I believe. I wasn't exactly sure how many was on the back, but hopefully we'll get that as we see as they go back on defense.
Logan Bonds drives, gets trapped on the baseline, tries to feed. McLaren goes through his hands, and now going solo will be Jenkins. And I tell you what, Jenkins was smart. He just lays it up, and it's a 4-point lead for the Red Hawks.
They looked like the Red Hawk bench was wanting him to dunk that, but yeah, he did play it smart out there, Coach.
I think that was the better part of Valor. High screen, Cortland doesn't use it to Lazard. It's interesting, El Gahari out there. We screen and roll. Nothing happening with 11 seconds, back to Musselwhite. Dribble handoff to Cortland Martin. He puts the man in the popcorn machine, goes up, drives, gets stripped, but he probably got hit right on the wrist. Yes, he did. He'll get 2 shots. See who the foul is on. It's on 25. That is Marcus Lee Jr. And they're going to take a timeout with Martin Methodist leading by 4. Let's take a timeout on the Freed Hardeman Basketball Network. And we are back here. At present, Martin Methodist shooting 41.6 from the floor, 5 for 12. Freed Hardeman 42.8, 6 for 14. And on threes, Martin Methodist is 3 out of 7 for 42%. We've only hit 1 3, which surprises me a little bit, Michael.
That's right. This Martin Methodist team is really getting out to the shooters here for Freed Hardeman. Martin's made their only one, which is the first basket of the game. So it's been about 9 minutes since we've hit a three-pointer, which is unusual considering we're hitting about 11 three-pointers a game, which is ranked in the nation, Coach.
Yeah, I think I'm going to have to get some stickum and put on my glasses. They keep sliding down. I tried to push them up earlier. It's one of those nights where those type things go on. Cortland Martin at the line. Cortland, an excellent free throw shooter at 80.4%, has the first of 2 coming up. Shot it, got it. That one didn't have a lot of turnover on it, though. You know, usually you see a little spin or something. Cortland has a very soft touch. Let's see what happens with this second one. And we'll check our substitution. I think, is that Hunter Skurlock I'm catching out of the corner of my eye?
I believe so. Believe Freight Hardeman just had a full sub out with Skurlock, Agbata, King, Alexander, and now Silas Clark coming in.
Silas Clark in. 2 free throws and a total of 9 for Cortland Martin, the senior. Here's a screen and roll. Klein keeps it, gets rid of it, and Lee goes to Jenkins, sets him a screen. Jenkins is a very fine ball player at 18.4 points a game. Back to Lee Jr., who wants to drive. We keep switching and doing a very good job of it, keeping the ball out of the lane. And they down to 3, NBA 3. Marcus Lee short rebound. It won't count, though. And they said shot clock violation and a turnover for Martin Methodist. That'll be their 6th turnover of the game.
Yeah, but did see there that they did get another offensive rebound. If you're Freight Hardeman, you have to limit those if you want to keep on continue to be in this game.
Yeah, we'll walk. We took a walk on the boardwalk with Wanye King, and he wanted to go to the hole, and they cut him off, and he kind of rolled up on his stomach, and that's when you usually walk with something like that. Freight Hardeman trailing by 2 at 17-15. Klein brings the ball down for Martin Methodist. Again, doesn't use the high screen. They go around with some nifty passing on the perimeter, and we're making them work the perimeter. Now we got to block out after they shoot it. 12 seconds on the shot clock. Skip pass. Clark with the defense. They throw it over to Jenkins. He wanted to go. And get Wanye King with great defense. The strip. He's got the basketball. It's 3-on-2. And laying it up with good body control and hand control is Jeremiah Alexander. And he's fouled.
And I believe that's Alexander's first 2 points, isn't it, Coach?
That is Jeremiah's first 2 points. He'll have a chance at that old-fashioned 3-point play. 5 team fouls. Devin Klein's first foul. Shot it, got it.
Substitution for the Red Hawks.
And here comes Whittemore back in the ball game. He had 2 early fouls in this contest.
That's right, and that puts, I believe, 2 big men in there for Martin Methodist with El Gahare and now Whitmore.
Agbata's going to take him. The ball will belong to Martin Methodist. And Whitmore is a very strong young man. Alexander had him a while ago. Let's see if we switch anything. And now it looks like, well, they're going to put Agbata up on the throw-in to give him a hard time looking at it. Long pass outside. 19 on the shot clock. Here comes Jenkins towards the goal, picks it up, skips it out top. Almost losing it was Klein, but he gets rid of it to Hudson. And nice delay on the pass. We strip the basketball. We find the handle. Skurlock ahead to Silas Clark. Clark to Alexander falling away. His shot a little short and rebounded by Klein.
Looked like Alexander may have fumbled it on the catch right there. Didn't look like he was expecting that pass from Silas Clark. But Silas Clark can be a little bit of a flashy passer sometimes, Coach.
Nice shot out there, and that's Jenkins. That's his second 3. Normally he's only a 33.9% three-point shooter. And looks like a jump ball here, tying Clark up. New people coming in. Tally's coming back in for them. And did you catch the other one?
I believe it was Brady Brown. Yeah, Brady Brown coming back in for Elga, bringing both of their big men out. So this could be just a guard matchup. Well, they did put number 0 in.
Tally has some height. We'll check his height. He is 6'8". He and Agbata. Agbata looks a little taller.
Agbata might have a little bit more muscle on him as well.
An interesting call. Now, that one, I'm not going to fuss about the officiating. They call it on us. Alexander's first. You could have had a clear out or hold by the post player, but we were holding him too. So they tried to give it to where the first foul was committed. Jenkins driving. He gets by Clark and slices by, and he's having a big half, and Martin Methodist leads by 4.
And we see right there, Klein really getting up on Silas Clark right there, forcing him with that shot.
Now, we get the shot missed and really weren't in position to rebound. We were getting back. We're trailing by 4. Now, there's a nice pass off, and getting his 4th point is Brady Brown, and now it's a 6-point deficit And Freight Hardeman has called timeout and want to talk about it. Trailing 24-18. We'll take a short timeout on the Freight Hardeman Basketball Network. Good timeout taken by Coach Drew Stutz. We have 5 left. Martin Methodist 4 timeouts. We'll get the ball in the forecourt, and we can always toss it back into backcourt. And this looks like Bailey back in for us. Dawson Bailey, that's, I guess, his first appearance.
That's right.
High screen. A little popcorn machine action. Cortland Martin goes but loses the ball, but they touched it last. 12 on the shot clock, Michael.
That's right. And also see there, it looks like a full sub out again for Freight Hardeman, bringing in Logan Bonds, Riley McLaren, Cortland Martin, John Musselwhite, and like you said, Dawson Bailey.
And they try to go pick for the picker or the circle play. Some people call it. It's got a lot of different names. We get it in, and now McLaren has it. Goes through his legs to Musselwhite, to Cortland Martin with 5. We got to go up with the basketball. 3, 2, 1 on the shot clock. It did not touch the rim. It'll be a shot clock violation. And I know Coach talked about the offense. We've not looked smooth on offense.
That's right. Kind of having to force up some shots and not really taking our time on looking for the open passes on those screen and cuts right there.
We've played pretty good defense. A couple of failure to blockouts gave them some points, and they've made some good shots. Jenkins with 12 for them. Around the horn, they go back top of the circle. Jenkins wants to go. And nice extension and off the glass for his 14th point. And they've got an 8-point lead at the 6-12 mark.
And Freight Hardeman is going to really have to have a good offensive possession right here if they want to have a kind of a good lead staying into this half.
And that was nice play. We cut from the right wing, McLaren did. He's going to get fouled. The basket's going to count. Foul on Jenkins, that's his first. It's McLaren's first points. He'll get 1 free throw, and now the referee doing a little preventative officiating as things might have gotten a little chippy down on the floor.
Yeah, I believe Martin Methodist player was arguing the call right there, but I mean, I don't really know what good that might have done because once the official rules, it's final.
McLaren cuts that lead to 5 with his first free throw. And he also had the bucket, an old-fashioned three-pointer, double screen and roll, trying to post up. And there's a good battle going on between Musselwhite and their number 0, Bailey Talley. And Talley's going to get the better of this one. And let's see, they've got 33, Logan Bonds.
Timeout on the floor, media timeout.
A media timeout. They take a media timeout. We'll take a full timeout and be back with Freight Hardeman trailing by 5 at the Sports Activity Center. Another hard-fought contest here at the Smith-Kirk Court. Michael, we haven't gotten into a rhythm other than that early first 2 or 3 minutes we had a little rhythm. And your assessment of our offense right now?
Well, a little bit slow here on offense, but as we've seen this whole season, it's it's basically been like that the whole entire season. First half, kind of getting a slump, and we get a little bit, maybe a little haywire there on offense. But second half, they really can pull forward, and I think they'll do that here again today, Coach.
And the handoff after they get the inbounds play in. They go left wing Jenkins, who's made things happen with 14 points. We switch off on him. They try to feed it. Now that's a kick ball, and Muscle White, they'll recycle to 20 after a kick ball. But good job by John, and like I said, his own coach would really be proud of it. But Coach Stutz will be proud of that. You stop their offense any way you can, and that's one way of slowing it down. It'll make the passer think a little bit about it. Will he kick it again?
That's right. And Muscle White, probably one of the best defenders we've seen here in the Mid-South Conference.
And he gets the rebound. McLaren has it. He looks it over. We didn't have the numbers. They did a good job getting back. Here goes McLaren, stopping, running one-hander in. Riley McLaren for his 5th point. They're quickly back. And we're going to get Logan Bonds. He's going to pick up his 3rd foul, it looks like.
And, hey, we saw him got the 2nd foul on the last possession before the media timeout, and now that's his 3rd. So if you're Freed Hardman, I don't know if you sub him out. It doesn't look like Coach Stutz is subbing him out yet.
There may be somebody coming late. Shot it, got it, and that's 15 for Darren Jenkins, who is a 78.5% free throw shooters, and he's averaging 18. He's already got 15 in the contest.
He's been lighting it up here against Freed Hardman today, that's for sure.
Muscle White with the big rebound for the Lions. They try to keep Cortland Martin from getting it, and then a pass gets to him, a precarious pass at best.
That's right, Coach. And if you're Freed Hardman, you can't be too flashy on your passes, but something seemed to work out there, so you might have to go and do that.
Yeah. From downtown Henderson, Cortland Martin. He's got 12 on the night, and we trail by 1 now. And they go 1-4 high. They'll screen and roll on the left side, kicking it back to the left wing to the point, which is Jenkins. To Hudson, the left-hander shot it up, no good. Tip out by them. Martin Methodist knocked it out. Jenkins driving, and looks like Bailey will pick up the foul. He's wanting a hook, but you probably won't get one there. And Jenkins, Dawson Bailey with his 1st. Team 6. Both teams will be in the bonus the next time. This is Jenkins shooting 2, who has 15. He's missed 1 on the night. Shot it, got it for the 1st one. Now got 16. And looks like Mohammed El Ghahari is back into the ball game. They got some good minutes out of Bailey Talley, though, in the low post.
That's right. And, might have been camping out in the paint there a little bit too long, I believe, what Coach Line is telling him over there.
17 points, and now here's a little token press. Actually looks more like a 2-1-2 press. They've been dropping 2 people back to Alexander. They break it now back out to Cortland Martin to set his offense with 22 seconds. Pass to the left wing, cut away, screen, but doesn't get used. Around the horn, the cutter runs through again. Those are basket cuts. High screen by Bailey. McLaren wants to go to the hole. He tries this time a little short. A lot of body contact, but by both people then, and Martin Methodist with a rebound and a 3-point lead.
That's right, and if you're Freed Hardman, you have to have a good defensive possession right here. If you still want to stay in this game, not much time left to go in the first half, but you still want that momentum heading in the locker room, coming back out to the second half.
Darren Jenkins kicks out. El Ghahari kicks it over on the left, and here going to the hole and a little dipsy-do. And sometimes you can put too much French pastry on there. That was Darian Hudson. Alexander's got it, got bumped. Now he got caught too far under the goal. And they flip it back in, they being Martin Methodist. 3:20 and counting, as you can see it count down on the clock by Worthy Road Studios. Right wing feed into El Ghahari. He goes to the hole. They're going to call block.
And it looks like it's going to be on Bailey again.
Yep, Bailey. Dawson Bailey, his 2nd, 7th team foul, but it's a 2-shot foul for Mohammed El Ghahari, who missed his only free throw attempt. He has 5 here in the contest.
And looking down there at the score table, I believe Wanye King and Francis Agbada will both come in.
First one up for the 6-point. And coming back in is Agbada. You're right, Wanye King. And let's see what they've got on. He signaled something, got the crossed fist, but not knowing what all the plays are. Second one by El Gahari. Shot it, got it. It's a 5-point lead again. Here's the trap, and it is a 2-1-2 press.
Freed Hardeman's done a really good job of breaking the press here this season, at least in the games that we have called, Coach.
They really have. 2 men were back, so the 3-man trap that they use, no matter what formation is. Here's another NBA 3, and that one banks in. The bank is open for Cortland Martin. He's got 15.
That's over half the points Freed Hardeman's have today, so he's really keeping the Lions in the game here today, Coach.
Absolutely. There's the slip screen. El Gahari goes to the hole. Nice pass in there to him, and he picks up another 2 right there. And see, it's 2-man with 1 waiting and 2 back. It evolves. It looks like it's got a point to it, but it doesn't always. Muscle White tosses it across to Cortland Martin.
Great job there of keeping the pace down, getting out of that press break right there, Coach.
Agbada has it a long way from the basket, too. Martin, right wing, his leaning in 3, no good. Rebound, pull down by Tad Sivley. And Martin Methodist back on the attack on the left side. Nice spacing on their offense right now. We slide under. Agbada picks up the dribbler. They kick out to Klein. Down to the baseline. They wanted to feed El Gahari on the baseline.
And Agbada might have a little bit of a mismatch over here on Hudson.
High arcing shot short, and we get the rebound as the shot clock runs out. Cortland Martin wanting to run. They're trying to slow him up. And a reach-in foul, and he'll go to the line for a 1-and-1.
And it's going to be on Klein right there, his second of the game, Coach.
Yeah, his second. They don't really have anybody in serious foul trouble. Logan Bonds has 3 for us.
And we also have Bailey with 2 as well. Forget about that.
A 1, and if he hits it, the bonus. Martin has been there and hit 2 already tonight.
And 80% on the season as well, Coach.
Shot it, rattles around but falls through. He'll get the bonus. He's got 16. 1:28 left in the half.
Saw a sub come in there for Martin Methodist as well. Number 0, Bailey Talley, enter the game for El Gahari.
Second one, shot it, got it, and that one was pretty smooth going through there for 17 points. 2-point lead, Martin Methodist. There's about 3, maybe 4 possessions left in this half, depending on how much time they run. Driving is Hudson. He stepped. No, they say he had steps. I thought maybe he stepped on the line, but a little extra shuffle there.
And another sub coming in for Martin Methodist. It's going to be Darren Jenkins again.
Yeah, who's leading them with 17. So Martin and Jenkins, each team has a 17-point score tonight.
That's right. And that's over half the points for both teams tonight.
Here's the ball to Wanye King. He's going to the hole. Flips it up, leaves it short. Agbada got it and put it in. Francis Agbada, that's his first 2. That young man will always get you a bucket. It's tied for the second time tonight at 33.
You said that's just 4 points for him?
I've got him with 2. I may have missed now. I'll look and double check it.
But
they try the screen and roll on the right side. 11 seconds left on the shot clock. Back to the right wing. Skip pass across to Klein. And I'm going to tell you what, that young man, you give him that kind of time and he can drop the 3 in there.
That's right. He shot over 70 3-pointers heading in this game. I'm pretty sure he's up to 80 now. 24%, but he's trying to get that average up for him.
Shot clock is off. 14, now 12 on the game clock. Cortland Martin's getting, you'll have some movement on the baseline. Here comes the high screen. They jump him down the corner to King. King resets, shoots at 3 seconds. His shot off the iron. And at the end of one half of play, It's Martin Methodist 36, Freed Hardeman 33. We'll take a timeout, come back and talk about this game and more on the Freed Hardeman Basketball Network.
Worthy Road Studios. Worthy Road Studios is a full-service television and live streaming service that can provide live broadcast coverage outside of normal studios. We own all the equipment needed to produce live events. We are a road studio, meaning all equipment is portable. We can work out of small, unusual spaces not designed for broadcasting while still delivering a TV quality product. We use wireless communication systems and have invested in high-definition wireless video transmission. Worthy Road Studios has been producing local television for over 10 years. We work with different media organizations producing live high school sports, as well as Union University basketball and volleyball. We use multiple cameras, on-screen graphics, live scoreboards, and live picture-in-picture. We can do slow-motion instant replay with a telestrator. We can have referees mic'd and use sideline reporters with wireless microphones and cameras. New for 2020 is our new video production trailer. This small trailer is designed for getting into tight spaces and is like a portable press box. It has a powerful wireless internet system for broadcasting and also has a battery backup system that can handle an entire broadcast. It can accommodate 2 announcers and 2 technical people with all audio and video equipment. Above the trailer is an observation deck with safety handrails for as many as 3 production cameras. This trailer is perfect for all outdoor events like football games, baseball, softball, soccer, tennis, graduations, and political events. Contact Worthy Road Studios by Facebook, YouTube, or call us at 731-499-1730. We would like to help you with your live event by streaming it to your Facebook page or to YouTube, all live.
We are back here at Freed Hardeman where the Lions trail 36-33. You see the halftime stats up on the board, and that means it's time to turn it over to one of the great color men, Michael Molnix, for the halftime stats.
Well, Freed Hardeman, we see off to a little bit of a slow start tonight, even though with that, shooting 44% from the field, 85% from the free throw line, only missing 1, going 6 of 7. And then from three-point range, 30% at 3 of 10 on the night. Martin Methodist, 50%, 12 of 24 for the game. 7 of 9 from the free throw line at a solid 77%. And then from three-point range, going 5 of 13 for 38%. And leading the way for both these teams has been Cortland Martin for Freed Hardman and Darian Jenkins for Martin Methodist with 17. And we see, as we look at the stats, it's been the same thing as when we've been calling the games. There's only a limited amount of players scoring for the opposing team. Martin Methodist, I believe, only 4 scores this whole entire game. Jenkins, we said, had 17. El Gahore has 9. Klein has 6, and Brady Brown has 4. We're doing good at limiting Darian Hudson and his stats, but we got to do a better job of controlling Darian Jenkins and Muhammad El Gahore. So I believe we can do that this second half. I believe Freed Hardman can walk out with a win tonight, Coach.
Freed, there are adjustments being made. We only trail by 3. We've got to get some other people involved in our offense, and I'm sure Martin Methodist coach is saying the same thing. We've had a couple of shots missed. Now, they've gotten and made one more free throw than we have, but they also are shooting a little bit better percentage from that three-point line, as the graphic pointed out. And there are some rebounding things I'm sure Coach is talking about. We got to put a body on them a little better, but we cannot let them shoot threes at that clip. You want to make the opposing team shoot less than 33%. We're only shooting 30, so they've probably accomplished one of their goals. Now they're in there trying to figure out what do we do to shut Cortland Martin down, and we haven't had the explosion yet by Wanye King. Remember the other night was this time period in the second half where King exploded in that contest. And so now in that Wanye and John Musselwhite, both usually very good scorers. And to be honest with you, Alexander with only 3 has been very quiet tonight.
That's right. Not taking a lot of shots, only getting 3 shots put up. Same way with John Musselwhite. But helping Cortland Martin tonight has been Riley McLaren, second in scoring for Freed Hardman tonight with 5 points. And Uric Lazard getting a lot of more playing time than he usually sees during the season. And he's already got 2 points for us tonight as well, Coach.
Absolutely. What we need to do is take a short timeout. When we come back, we'll talk more about this important men's contest here on the Freed Hardman Basketball Network.
Worthy Road Studios. Worthy Road Studios is a full-service television and live streaming service that can provide live broadcast coverage outside of normal studios. We own all the equipment needed to produce live events. We are a road studio, meaning all equipment is portable. We can work out of small, unusual spaces not designed for broadcasting while still delivering a TV quality product. We use wireless communication systems and have invested in high-definition wireless video transmission. Worthy Road Studios has been producing local television for over 10 years. We work with different media organizations producing live high school sports, as well as Union University basketball and volleyball. We use multiple cameras, on-screen graphics, live scoreboards, and live picture-in-picture. We can do slow-motion instant replay with a telestrator. We can have referees mic'd and use sideline reporters with wireless microphones and cameras. New for 2020 is our new video production trailer. This small trailer is designed for getting into tight spaces and is like a portable press box. It has a powerful wireless internet system for broadcasting and also has a battery backup system that can handle an entire broadcast. It can accommodate 2 announcers and 2 technical people with all audio and video equipment. Above the trailer is an observation deck with safety handrails for as many as 3 production cameras. This trailer is perfect for all outdoor events like football games, baseball, softball, soccer, tennis, graduations, and political events. Contact Worthy Road Studios by Facebook, YouTube, or call us at 731-499-1730. We would like to help you with your live event by streaming it to your Facebook page or to YouTube, all live.
And we are back here. A great picture. You see some of the girls' basketball team. They were all over there a while ago, but on the end of the bench, of course, you see Hannah Hughes, who was our halftime guest the other night on one of our broadcasts. And we see some of the other great players over there watching this boys' game. They had a good day of practice. A lot of cell phones in use over there. Some very fine students, lovely young ladies, and good basketball players. Okay, Michael, you've got to engineer victory here for Freed Hardeman right now. What do you think that Coach Stutz is telling them at halftime?
Well, I believe he's telling them, whoever's on Darren Jenkins, make sure you get a hand in his face. We see 5 of 6 from the field, 2 of 3 from long range. He's not missing a lot this game, and you don't really know if he's going to miss the rest of the game. So whoever's guarding him coming out, you're going to have to keep an eye on him and be careful on the switches and the double teams, because they're getting a lot of good kickouts on that and getting a lot of good long-range shots to go in for them on that.
They have done well with their kickouts. They get penetration. We play great defense on that. And, of course, if you wonder about how defense is played, it sounds simple. It's not. If you can count to 3, supposedly you can play defense. You're either 1 pass away, 2 passes away, or 3 away. Trouble is with modern-day skip pass that's being used now, that once upon a time, when I was in high school, they'd almost shoot us if we threw a skip pass in the 60s. And everybody can jump to the ball. They can be in the proper space. And if you don't close out like a house of fire, the other team gets a 3, or either they give you a head fake and get you in the paratroopers club and drive on you. And Martin Methodist has done a good job of that. Because we've done more good things than we have bad things, yet we trail by 3.
That's right, Coach. Cortland Martin has really led this team today with 17 of the 33 points, just right, a little bit over half the team points today. Everyone else contributing somewhat, but we got to have a couple of more guys just step up, help take the lead with Cortland. Doing a good job breaking the press, as we've seen. Haven't had a turnover off of the press yet, and hopefully we can stay that way and see both teams even on turnovers, both with 8. And we just have to limit the offensive rebounds after that. Only have 3 offensive rebounds, but I believe out of those 3, 2 of them resulted in second chance points.
Absolutely. And you're right about the press. They're really just pressing with 3 people, and they send 2 back. And they've shown a 2-1-2 look to it. They've even made it look like a 1-2-2. And it doesn't matter. They're only really trapping with 3, and we've done a pretty fair job. We've got to hit some shots, like you said, and get some people involved in the offense. But this game could be decided on who has the best number of defensive possessions.
That's right, Coach. Like we said, Martin Methodist, 50% from the field today, has only taken 24 shots, just 3 less than Freed Hardeman's 27. But they've made 50% of them, and that's what's been helping them today.
It was an interesting first half, and we've got about a minute 42 left. Freed trying to get loose, and, of course, same thing happening on the Martin Methodist end. And we want to thank our great camera crew and Worthy Road Studios for providing all those great shots and stuff. And I would say we're right at the capacity that they'll allow under the COVID rules of 325. What do you think, Michael?
I believe so. We have got a packed house here in the Brewer Sports Center, Coach, and honestly, hey, that's the best kind of crowds right there. With everything happening in the world, with the COVID, and just to see this many people out here today, it's truly great.
And we want to say hello to Martin Methodist Athletic Director Jeff Bain. Long time ago, Jeff, I was an assistant coach on a Babe Ruth League team. Jeff was our fine catcher. Now, he happened to go to the wrong high school, and when I say that, I say it joking. He was a great football player at Jackson Central Mary, and, of course, coached football with Dan Bland and Joe Gaddis at Tullahoma. And then he's done such a great job at Martin Methodist as their athletic director. And, of course, our athletic director is the legendary Mike McCutcheon, who coached at Adamsville High School, coached here, and has done such a great job with this athletic program. There's 20 minutes on the clock, and we're about ready to bring you some basketball, and we'll check them out and see who comes out to start the second half. Looks like Whitmore, Jenkins, Klein, Hudson, and there is one more.
Brady Brown.
Brady Brown. We've got the familiar starting five out there. King over in the right corner. Let's watch and see if he has one of those great point explosions. Agbata handling it out the top of the circle. Here goes King. He kicks it off a little low to, well, actually that was to King. Okay, there it is. There it is. King, he gets his 5th point.
We saw him last time, as you said, 0 points in the first half against Campbellsville, but came up, ended up getting 14 points and helping the Lions get to a victory.
Moving around the perimeter, they slip the screen and don't use it on the left side, they being Martin Methodist. Down the corner, Klein, nice 3-point shot. Falling back a little bit, it came up short the amount he fell back. On the run out, Jeremiah Alexander. Will it fall? No, but he'll go to the line and shoot 2.
Yeah, it looked like Jenkins might have pulled his arm a little bit too far where he couldn't get that shot up, Coach. But that was a good take there by Alexander and getting another foul there on Darren Jenkins, getting his 2nd as well.
Yeah, Jenkins with a 2nd, team 1st in this half. Shot it, got it. Jeremiah Alexander, and his percentage is deceiving.
It's only taken 14 free throw shots this whole year. That was number 15, just now putting him above 50%. And that would make him 9 of 16 on the season, Coach.
And he's got 5 points on the night, and those are 2 important free throws. Puts us up by 2.
And Martin and Alexander having to switch there on Jenkins and Hudson right there.
Hudson wanted a screen, didn't use it except for the escape. Now he's got the ball at the top. Goes left wing, wants to drive. Now let's see. Interesting call. They get Agbata with that one. His first, team's first, but very interesting call. Inbounded. We didn't pick up. I think they kind of caught everybody by surprise. They get the rebound after the missed shot. Driving again, trying to draw a foul. Now it goes back to Klein. He'll set their offense.
Didn't even really hear a whistle right there, so it didn't look like they gave him much of a heads up.
No, they didn't. And there's a shot, short, rebound, Agbata. The big man handles himself admirably outside. There's a possibly interesting call. It's a charge. It's a MasterCard or Visa time, but also Academy Awards will not be awarded until what, March?
I believe so, Coach. Believe so.
38-36, Freed Hardeman with the lead. Back out to the top to Jenkins. He gets the high screen, doesn't really use it. It gets in the way and then rolls. That one a little better used. And they post up down in the low post. Whittemore kicks it out. And Musselwhite says thank you. He gets it, picks up the loose ball when he spun to Alexander. He's going to drive to the hole. He goes up, and they say no foul. It's blocked.
Maybe a little bit of contact right there, but I don't know if it was enough to be a foul call right there.
We've got a mismatch down in the post area. Now they kick it out. Hudson driving, takes it all the way, and he ties it up at 38. And that's Hudson's first 2 points of the night.
Yeah, they, like we said, they did a really good job of limiting him in the first half, Coach.
Cortland Martin gets it off to Agbata over on the left wing to Alexander. Musselwhite at the spiking line, and we miscommunicate. That one sailed by the cutter. Like Hunter Skurlock's going to come in for Alexander.
And El Gahare coming in for Whitmore out there as well.
Watch that matchup in the low post between Agbata and El Gahare.
And if you're Freed Hardeman, you got to watch that screen right there set by El Gahare all the time. He's going to try to get that mismatch on you no matter who you are.
We switch out when Klein came off the high screen. Ball loose on the floor. Musselwhite had a hand, but they yanked it away from him. Jenkins wanting to go to the hole. They kick out to the side, left side. 3 up, 3 down by Brady Brown for his 7th point, and they take the lead at 41-38. Skurlock, 14-footer, blocked. Picked up by Jenkins, and now they are on the run out. and that is Hudson out to Klein. Klein's 3 up. Klein hits again. You cannot let him get that solid look, and they have a 6-point lead off of 2 threes in a row.
That's right. Freed Hardeman, they really need a good offensive possession out here. Down by 6, need to cut into this lead with 16 minutes left to go here, Coach.
Yes, it does. Here's the step back 3, and Wanye King, he's got 6 in the half, and Freed Hardeman takes a 30-second timeout. They'll talk over defense a little bit, and I can tell right now that's the switches and some things like that. Let's keep it here. What else do you think's going on in this short huddle?
I believe, like you said, with the trying to figure out the defensive strategy, but also he might be talking to him about just slowing it down a little bit on offense, kind of forcing a little bit too many shots. And we see Skurlock kind of forced a shot right there, got blocked. Alexander's taking a couple of shots in, a little bit forced, I think outnumbered right there. I believe he took it a couple of times on a 1-on-2 run, and I believe Coach Stutz is telling him just kind of slow it down a little bit, maybe try to set up the play on offense.
Yeah, the only other thing I can see is I think he also mentioned that play where we left somebody wide open and didn't rotate properly. Martin Methodist with that 3-point lead, and they'll take the ball right side. They loop a man up, clear the post in there. Agbata has the man one-on-one. They go outside, kick along the baseline. A lot of teams like to do that. Klein kicks it back out, and that was Brady Brown again for his second 3.
I believe that's 10 for him today, Coach.
And that is 10, right. Yeah, 4 in the first half and 6 now in this one.
And Brady Brown was a good shooter at Summertown High School under Coach Wes Long.
And Musselwhite gives it off to Agbata. He goes up, but he got his shot rejected. It'll belong to Freed Hardeman out of bounds with 18 seconds on the shot clock. We got a wholesale substitution.
That's right. Both Lazard and McLaren checking in for King and Alexander. Or not Alexander, but Agbata.
McLaren wants to go inside the Lazard. He spins, leaves it on the floor, but knocking it out of bounds is Hudson. Darian Hudson, who's a very good player in his own right, and we've held him to 2 and still trail. 1-4 setup will overload and bring a man across. And the pass knocked out of bounds. Have 9 seconds on the shot clock.
And that was a great job by Martin Methodist, kind of limiting the defense right there.
Now we're going to let the officials confer. And so we'll have to do it again. Sliding Lazard up. He gets it over on the left side, who brings it back to center McLaren. There's Musselwhite wanting to drive. Interesting. Musselwhite gets his second foul. Now it's imperative that we have a good defensive stand this time, even though we only trail by 6. A lot of time left in the game.
That's right. And Martin Methodist really coming out hot this half. Believe shooting nearly close, if not above 50% this half, Coach.
Yep, they are on fire. Moving around right now. They got 5 on the perimeter, and they'll cut people through. A dribble handoff. They kick it out. Can we get it? Yes, Musselwhite's got it. Wanting help. He may take it all the way himself. And a nice left-handed, not a true reverse layup, but the way he flipped it up, that was great.
That was a good take there by Musselwhite on the steal and with the and one.
And that is a foul on Jenkins, and if it is, I've got him with 3, and the scoreboard agrees with me.
I believe so.
Shot it, got it. John Musselwhite with his 5th point of the night.
And if you're Coach of the line, do you go ahead and take out Jenkins, or do you leave him in there?
I think he's going to stay with him for at least a couple of trips. Jenkins seems to be a very heady basketball player. Now here's the dribble drive by Kevin Klein. Kicks it back out to Hudson. Hudson on the left side with about 7 on the shot clock. Goes left side to Jenkins, and Jenkins lights it up. That's 20 for Jenkins.
Yeah, Freed Hardeman's going to have to keep an eye on him, almost maybe if not have to face guard him.
Well, he's shifty and he's smart, and we throw it away. The idea was good, had a little bit too much on it to be caught, and looks like Wanye King's going to check back in. 6-point lead for Martin Methodist. They have the ball right in front of the scorers table. We're going to pick up. McLaren is in. Lazard still playing the big post. Now they go almost 1-4, and they're going to loop a guy and back screen for El Gahari. Bring it to the point to Jenkins. Musselwhite's got him. El Gahari's three from the left side, no good. Rebound, Musselwhite. Now, intensity usually goes up after you score a little bit.
That's right. Hopefully we see that right here.
Now, no call right there. We feed in low to Lazard. He wants to spin. His hook rolls over the rim.
Hey, it's hard to stop a big guy like that, like Uric Lazard or Lazard. I'll get his name right eventually, but hey, that was a great post move there by him.
Uric, that was nice. He's so strong, it had to go over the rim.
That's right, Coach.
Double screen coming up for Jenkins. They'll roll out of it. He wanted to feed low to El Gahari. Now they do from Hudson. He tries to go on Musselwhite. No, hot foot. No, that was hot foot or double dribble, either one, whichever one you want. I think it was the actual walk.
Yeah, it looked like he might have drug his pivot foot right there.
Quickly to McLaren. He's looking, wants to drive. He's cut off, loses it.
Looked like he might have got tripped up right there on Hudson's foot.
Yeah, accidental one, so they didn't call it. Popcorn machine, Cortland Martin gives him a head fake. He missed it. Got his own while he's in the air. Put it back in. You need to watch this young man. He's got 19.
He gives 100% hustle every time he is out there, Coach, and that is one reason why Freed Hardeman is still in this game.
Yep, the pride of Humboldt, Tennessee. Down low, we trap. They kick out. Let's see if we can rotate, and we do a good job. Good job. Go in the corner. And that's Brown, who's caused us some problems, to Jenkins. Left side, drives, kicks it out. Three-pointer up by Klein. Klein shot off the iron. They get the rebound, though. And Musselwhite stole it, but his momentum carried him out of bounds.
That's right. That was a good read, though. Jenkins, I believe that was the passer, was looking out to the three-point line like he was going to pass there, but instead tried to dump it down. But, that was a really good read there by Musselwhite.
Bailey Talley back in the ball game wearing 0. El Gahari had it and wanted to shoot it. Klein, they play screen and roll, go back left side. Hudson got the baseline, leaves it off. It's left short a little bit. We fight for it, tip it out, get the rebound. Wanye King looking up the floor for Cortland Martin, who wants to go to the hole. Running shot. Will it fall? Yes! Martin with his 21st point, and he'll get to try an old-fashioned three-point play.
Did you hear the crowd on that one, Coach? Man, that's almost like a crowd pop right there.
Yeah.
Timeout on the floor. Media timeout.
Media timeout. We're going to take a timeout with them and come back and have the free throw on the Freed Hardeman Network. Boy, everybody's still enjoying that last shot at 11, 33, 36, 38, and 50. Michael, some quick thoughts.
Hey, if Freed Hardeman keeps this going, they're not only going to win this game, but it might be a potential double-digit win for them, hopefully. That's one thing we're going to be looking for as this game keeps going forward. Really had some good defensive stops. I believe the score at one time was 50-44. So Freed Hardeman 6-0 run here in the past minute and a half, 2 minutes.
You're right about that. We've got a chance to take the lead. Both teams will have 4 timeouts left for the last 11 minutes and 42 seconds. And at the line, Cortland Martin, who is 4 for 4 from the line tonight. He'll try the old-fashioned three-point play.
And Dawson Bailey checked in for John Musselwhite. Looked like he got a little banged up there under the basket on the last defensive possession.
And that breaks the silence, and it breaks the score at 51-50. Freed Hardeman has resumed the lead.
And Lazard's going to go right on El Gahore, Bailey on Whitmore.
And they did a good job of running their loop then, but we defended it equally well. Back to Jenkins. His three up, no good. They tap out. They do a good job of tapping the ball out.
That's right. And they just want to try to get that ball back any way that they can.
And if you can't control it, a good offensive rebound tries to keep it alive for his teammates. Hudson has it just to the left of it, goes down to the baseline to El Gahari. He tries to spin under, gets it blocked, and the big man Lazard says, "Get that out of my neighborhood." Cortland Martin wanted to go, but he couldn't find the handle, kicks it out to McLaren. Riley drives the baseline, hesitation, up and in.
Almost could have been a foul, but hey, that don't matter. That got this Freed crowd up and roaring, I guess as you could say, with our mascot being the Lions.
Yep. 1-4 high offense. They'll dribble to the right and loop Jenkins up there. They try to get the postman with an angle. They go high-low feed, but they actually kept it, and they were looking for the high-low, and that was the 11th point by Muhammad El Gahari. Three-pointer up off the iron, dances. Rebound, El Gahari. We retreat. We've got all five people back. Still leading by one at the 10-15 mark.
Just an unlucky bounce there by McLaren.
Now that time Whittemore got position, his left-handed hook. It's going to fall, and we're going to foul him. And that is on Dawson Bailey. I've got 3 on him.
That's right. They're going to send El Gahore out for Martin Methodist and bring in Brady Brown.
Now, Martin Methodist has taken the lead back by 1. Free throw up and good. Aaron Whitmore, and that's his first points of the night. He normally just averages 2.5 points per game.
I think he's more of a rebounder, I think.
Sets solid screens, will post up well. You're right. Now, we lose it. They're going to get it, but it's going to be last touch by Jenkins. Great effort by him, though.
Great job by Martin, kind of trying to hit the ball forward, but just couldn't get a complete hand on it right there.
Agbata checking back in. We got some good minutes from Uric Lazard.
He's really been surprising here today. Not many minutes on the season, but, hey, he's done a really good job.
Shot up by Martin. Shot good by Martin.
He had 2 defenders on him, but that didn't stop him.
Yep, 25 points for him. We've regained the lead. Well, about time I say that, they get it back.
Jenkins kind of sneaking in, not going for the rebound or anything, just kind of using the hedge out there and getting out to the line.
They have a full timeout. We'll take a short one here on the Freed Hardeman Basketball Network. And you look into the huddle here at Freed Hardeman. Coach Stutz giving instruction. This one has gone back and forth. We've had several lead changes. Okay, Michael, what's happening here at this timeout?
I believe Coach Stutz kind of talking to his team about getting back on defense after the made shot or after missed shot or anything. Just be sure we're getting back on defense, stopping Darren Jenkins, who's been an unstoppable force today for Martin Methodist. Just got to make sure we contain him and get back on defense and stop them transition baskets, Coach.
Yeah, we get something going good, and Jenkins hit that 2 a minute ago. He has 22 in the contest. They pick up a little further out with their man defense, although it was token pressure to the right wing. Wanye King gets it back to Cortland Martin. Martin running 15-footer up and good. 27 for Martin.
He's almost at his career high, I believe, Coach. I believe his career high.
We need to check that out. Do you know what it is?
I believe his career high is 29, so, hey, he's 2 away.
Here's the loop, and they get Jenkins. He gets a high screen. They've got some good offense out of this. Bailey slipped down. It was almost like there was a wet spot on the floor. Another screen and roll, and not using it is Hudson going. Got to be a charge right there. Bailey taking the charge off of Hudson.
That was a great job there by Bailey. I didn't know if they were going to call that or not. Kind of looked like it was close to the charge circle, but it was a great defensive charge there by Dawson Bailey.
Cortland Martin on fire, another running one-hander. I've got him with 29 now unofficially. We'll check it in a minute when the DAC stats catch back up to my scorebook.
I believe that tied his career high, and maybe we get an update here from Taylor Hodges about that.
Now we fouled on that one, and if it's on Bailey, and it is, that I have him with 4 fouls now. Team's fifth, team fifth foul and going to the line. And that time he let Brady Brown get good position on him. Brown will shoot 2. Brown's a 90% free throw shooter.
And also Brown, a former player or played high school at Summertown under head coach Wes Long, and Wes Long, a former player at North Alabama. So he had some really good head coaching in high school.
Did. Wes Long, kind of a big name in the summer. Well, actually, all over Middle Tennessee. He's a very good coach.
That's right.
And Bailey gets it back to Wanye King. He's going to the hole and left it just a hair short. Rebound Martin Methodist. They trail by 1. And we left a man open. He slipped that screen, and Whittemore gets his 5th point, and they take the lead back.
Looks like someone might have been double guarding somebody, just couldn't tell who you're out there.
Well, it's kind of like the movie Cool Hand Luke. What we have here is failure to communicate. We've got to talk to each other on the floor. Here's King going to the hole. I don't know. I might be tempted to ask. I agree with Coach Stutz. Goaltending. Now, that time slipping under was Bailey, and if that is Bailey, that is his 5th foul of the night.
Fouls on Freed Hardeman, number 10, Dawson Bailey. It's his 5th personal foul, team 6.
Muscle White back in, Dawson Bailey.
Number 21, John Muscle White.
And interesting down here on this end. Of course, we're above the rim, so it gives us a little different angle. But the referees are below the rim.
Yeah, so they may be able to see it a little bit better than they can. And both coaches arguing something here. I'm not exactly sure what. So the goaltending down here, I couldn't tell what Coach Line for Martin Methodist was, though.
Of course, sometimes when you argue to get the next call, because that one is not much going to happen. Whittemore got it, kicks it out. It's over on the wing, and this man has become dangerous. Brady Brown, he gives them a 4-point lead.
That's right. Freed Hardeman looks like they're going to call something right here.
Go around the horn. It's going to set a screen for Riley McLaren. He steps back 3. It's short. Agbata tips it. We got it with 13 seconds, so we still have time down to 10. Here's Wanye King. And we set the screen. King got to shoot the ball. 2 seconds. 1. It's off. Will it fall? It does, but it comes off, falls off the rims. What happened to it? And they get it. 6 minutes and 44 seconds and counting, as you can see on your clock. They go 1-4 high. They'll run the loop series again. There's several options off of it. They fake the loop and just set up and driving. Skip pass all the way across to Jenkins' left baseline, who drives. His shot blocked. McLaren snares it out of the air, and we are off and running, and we've got to make something happen. And a travel is called.
Didn't exactly see that one, but
we'll defer to the officials. 6:21, and that forces, after playing one good defensive stand, we got to have another one. Don't need to let them get it back to 6, although there's plenty of time left in this contest. It's 6:19 and counting.
That's right. And Freed Hardeman going to play strictly man right there.
Right now they're killing us in the low post area. Brady Brown again.
might be focusing too much on the outside shots, but they can kill us there on the inside as well, Coach.
Yeah, we're getting caught on the top side. Here's King from the three-point line. No good. Bounces off the back of the iron. Brady Brown, who's been a busy young man, has the basketball. Gives it off to one of their guards. Martin Methodist leading by 6. Let's see if they try. We steal it. Long pass to Musselwhite. Can he run it down? He does. Lays it up and leaves it a little bit under the rim, but they say that Martin Methodist under the goal, and John unhappy with himself, but he gave it a good effort.
That's right. That was a long pass there by Martin. Try to get that shot off on the transition.
Let's take a quick timeout here on the Freed Hardeman Basketball Network. Back at Freed Hardeman where the Lions trail by 6. Cortland Martin with a big 29, but not getting a whole lot of help. Wanye King has the next amount of points at 8. They've got scoring of Darren Jenkins with 22, but a young man that has done it in a quiet way to some degree. Brady Brown has 17 big points, including 3 threes here in the second half.
Yeah, that's Brady Brown. He can be he can perform late, really good late in the second half. I remember Summertown. Actually got the pleasure of playing him in high school. That's what he did against us, and it didn't matter how much you were up. He was going to come back and try to beat you.
Yeah, and he only shot about 24% is what he's shooting from the 3, but he's been on tonight, spot on to Agbata. They run a little flex cut action and get it to Cortland Martin left wing, back to Silas Clark. Musselwhite wants to go, kicks out. Clark, 13 on the shot clock. Here's Cortland Martin. Floater, it's in. He's got 31 unofficially.
That might be his career high, I believe, Coach, if that is 31.
We'll try to get confirmation on that. Into the high post. Let's see what they call. They call a kick or what? Interesting, but doesn't matter with 20 seconds on the shot clock. Martin Methodist will throw it in. They've managed. We're getting caught on the top side on that post, especially when Brown's posting up, and we got to take his baseline away from him. We go to Whittemore, and they make him spin back to the middle. And there's a block of Jenkins. Now, when they block it like that, usually they call jump ball, but that's each official's own discretion. 5 seconds left on the shot clock. It belongs to Martin Methodist. Kick it to Jenkins, who's going to the hole. And no call. Interesting. Musselwhite did everything except for attach Stickum to himself to draw the charge. Cortland Martin.
And they're just like that. They're back in this game, Coach. 4:30 left. 2-point game. Martin Methodist.
Yeah, 33 for Martin. 66-64. The Lions want some defense. High 1-4. They work the left side, they being the Red Hawks. Here's Hudson, almost a high dribble. The kick out, the 3 by Klein. Klein's 3 rattles, but it falls down, and he's got 9 just in this half alone. And now the Martin Methodist coach trying to work the officials. And now I see that one finger come up by the index finger by the official. Usually that means, Coach, I've got this.
Yeah, that's right. Cortland Martin looked like he kind of got elbowed there in the, I don't know if it was in the back of the head or the face right there, but he did go down as we saw there.
Well, that's like applying a dagger right there, that 3 that just went in. I've got Klein with 12 on the night, and I am right. I just checked against the DAC stats. 33. Yes, Cortland Martin has 33 with 5 rebounds also.
That's right. And you said 31, Coach?
Huh?
You said 31 for Cortland Martin?
No, 33.
Oh, 33. Oh,
33. Wow. They're going to full court press us. There's the little three-man work. They send two back, but it's man-to-man press. Now we get the ball quickly to Cortland Martin, who's across. From Martin Method, here's a three by Muscle White.
And it's good.
Nothing but string music for John Muscle White.
And just like that, it's a 2-point game, Coach. Again, 2 points.
And he's got, let's see what he has now. He had 5. He's got 8 on the night.
And they just stole it again. John Musselwhite on the tip right there.
McLaren's NBA 3 off the back of the iron. Rebound fought for. Can Silas get there? He kicks it, and we kick again, but they steal the second pass, and all Cortland can do is it's no good. It was on the floor. A lot of animation. Don't get too excited.
Fouls on Freed Harbor, number 21, John Musselwhite.
Wow,
They got Musselwhite with the
I
foul.
thought they were about to get Cortland Martin.
I did too.
For Martin Methodist, number 4, Darian Hudson for the 1-and-1.
Interesting call. I think John's kind of asking about that too. And this will be the one and the bonus. Is that Hudson at the line? Looks like him. Let's make sure.
And
Hudson is a 72% free throw shooter.
Foul number 0, Cortland Martin.
Oh, okay. They changed it. I didn't think we were wrong. It's just Cortland's first.
and makes the first free throw.
Yes, he does. And he is a good free throw shooter. That's only his third point of the night. It's a 3-point lead. He could make it 4 with 3:36 to go. Shot it, got it. And the left-hander converts. Darian Hudson. Now, obviously, they've got the 4-point lead, so unless we get a 4-point play on a 3 and a foul, now goes into the backcourt, and they'll say it is backcourt, even though the player ran into Musselwhite. It's a big turnover there.
That's right, and if you're Freed Hartman, you need a good defensive possession right here, and almost a steal, block, or best case scenario, a missed shot.
They don't use the screen that time like they wanted to. They kick it out to Hudson. He's looking for Jenkins. Jenkins in the corner to Klein, who's had some good threes, and he started to load it up. 12 seconds on the shot clock. They'll dribble handoff to Hudson. Hudson's looking to go to the hole. He's cut off by Clark. Back to Jenkins, who has a step, but he's cut off now. Skipping, and we fail to rotate, and there's that quiet young man with now 19, Brady Brown.
And that was just a good pass read there offensively for, I believe, who'd you say it was, Hudson or Klein? Or
Yeah, we go to help, and nobody helped the helper then. That's the problem. Somebody has to drop down to keep that pass from happening. Go to Cortland Martin, left wing, bounce pass to Agbata, kick out, three-pointer. Riley McLaren, his shot off the iron. Agbata tries, so does Musselwhite. They've got the rebound and a 6-point lead with less than 2:20.
Freed Hartman just can't get a shot to go down right now, having to sometimes force up some shots here in just the last 5 minutes of the game.
And work that perimeter offense quite well, and then there'll be a cutter trying to back them down is El Gahari. He spins. We've got a man there. Just a nice shot by El Gahari then for his 11th and, well, actually for his 13th point.
And doesn't look like Coach Stutz was going to call a timeout right there. I didn't know if he would or not.
We've got 4 left. Here's the NBA 3. McLaren's shot short. And we've got 1:37, and here comes Wanye King back in. And Freed Hardeman wants a timeout. Part of this is for instruction. Part of it is to give the young men on the floor some rest. They take a timeout. We take a timeout. We'll be back with the exciting conclusion of this game. We are back in what's a white knuckler, although it's turned into an 8-point lead with a minute 37 seconds to go. Got to have some serious defense now by the Lions because this is a 3-possession game, Michael.
That's right. Only way you can get it under 3 possessions is if you get fouled on 3-pointers twice and get a 4-point play, which I haven't seen that happen before. But I mean, in the sports world today, anything can happen. But yeah, if you're Freed Hardeman, you need to get 2 good defensive possessions and get some good shots up here, Coach.
Absolutely. The high scorer for tonight's game is Cortland Martin. He has 33 points. But now we go full court pressure. This will be man-to-man pressure. Got to get completely matched up. Ball gets in bounds. We trap out of it. There is the foul, and we foul Jenkins, the 78.5% free throw shooter, who has 22 tonight. He's only missed 1 free throw. And that is Skurlock's first foul. Team 8. If it gets to 10, you have the double bonus. These are big free throws. You really want him to miss this first one. For them, the important one is hitting this first one. And Jenkins gets it down. He'll get the second one. He's got 23 now. Logan Bonds coming in for Jeremiah Alexander. Will we play a little offense-defense?
That might be the case right here, Coach.
And second one shot it, and he got it. So a 10-point lead. Now it's a 4-possession game to Skurlock. Skurlock spins, goes up, goes over. His shot rolls off, and somebody's put a force field on our basket. And they got it, and they'll use as much time and make us play chase, and we've got to have the ball quickly. And now a timeout by the Martin Methodist coach. Let's take a short timeout here on Freed Hardeman Network with Freed Hardeman trailing by 10. We are back. We've got a minute 17 seconds to cut down 10 points, and that's 4 possessions no matter what you make out of it. Any thoughts here, Michael?
Freed Hardeman, doesn't matter what the score is right now. You just got to finish strong. There's still a chance you can come out with a win. A couple of good defensive possessions or steals or blocks or something, and getting some good shots, preferably from 3-point range, Coach.
And they've really shot their free throws well. So, you know, at this point in time, trailing by 10, you want either a quick steal or you want the quick foul. And fouling them has not been a strategy that has helped us any. They go 1-4 and they'll play screen roll. They just keep running their offense, which with a 30-second clock, you do that. 10 left on the shot clock. Driving, and they're going to say that we fouled on the floor. And they're going to get Alexander for the foul, his third.
Number 2, Jeremiah Alexander, his third, team 9.
And it'll be Alexander's third. Hudson is going to the line. He has been there once tonight. He's 2 for 2. He'll shoot one. Logan Bonds and Riley McLaren. Yeah, and we're going to try to have the coach interview after the contest. Lefty's shot up and good. Darian Hudson, a nice left-handed shooter. He's got 5, trying for his 6-point. They have an 11-point lead, and he shot it, got it. 6 on the night for him. Here's Martin all the way the hole, lays it up and good for his 35th point. Now we've got to have the basketball quickly. They get it free. There's a man we didn't rotate back, and Jenkins flushes that one on us for his 26th point unofficially of the night. 49.3 seconds, put a little exclamation point on it. Wanye King trying to go to the hole. He gets stripped of the basketball. And pulling it back out. 23 on the shot clock, 36 on the game clock. Slight differential there. And again, we've left a man open rotating, and Klein is going to get an easy layup for his 14th. We did not pick him up. 29 seconds, shot clock off. Cortland Martin has the basketball. He kicks it. Logan Bonds, NBA threes partially blocked. Rebound picked up by King. His three left side good. Wanye King gets his 11th point. We'll check it and make sure it was a three. It may have been for two. 7 seconds, time will run out. Everybody will congratulate each other. Martin Methodist does the proper thing as they just hold the basketball. Time runs out. Your final score, Freed Hardeman lost this one by 11. It is 83-72. Martin Methodist with the win goes to 11-5 on the year. They go to 7-5 in the conference. Freed Hardeman goes to 10-6 on the year overall, 5-5 in the conference. And we're ready. Let's go down to the floor.
Coach, tough loss for you today. Coach, another tough fought game. Unfortunately, couldn't come out with a win. What can you take away from this game?
We just got to be better consistently. You know, that's the biggest thing. We got to find some guys that we can rely on. We got some guys out there really competing hard, and we got some guys that are a little unreliable at times. So just finding the right group right now is the most important thing. But, you know, tough loss. Martin Methodist made some plays, and tonight we didn't make the plays we needed to make.
And Cortland Martin, a big game for you tonight. How does that, his leadership, help you go into the next game?
Yeah, Cortland's unbelievable. He's a competitor every night, plays his tail off. Can't say enough positive things about him. Played extremely hard tonight, did all the right things. And, yeah, he's a great leader for us. We just got to get ahead in the right direction with some other guys.
And a big takeaway of the season's been the injuries. Of course, we see Luca last game, fortunately not being able to compete tonight. How has that may have set y'all back this season?
Yeah, I mean, that's part of the game. You know, unfortunately, that's just part of the game. At times you're going to be healthy, at times you're not. But, you know, the thing is you got to have guys step in and step up when it's their moment. And, you know, we've done that at times this year. Tonight, not so much. But, yeah, definitely a little short-handed, missing a few guys that, especially in this game, would help. But still no excuse not to get the job done tonight.
And with this game tonight, how does this prepare you for Cumberland on Saturday?
Yeah, we'll break down the film tonight. We'll get back in here and practice tomorrow on Wednesday and be ready to roll on Thursday.
All right, thank you, Coach. Back to you, Coach.
And we are back here at Freed Hardeman, and we will have a quick wrap-up tonight. 83-72. You heard from Coach Drew Stutz, who is the fine young coach, and we'll go back to the drawing board. We've got to come back Thursday night for men's and women's action against Cumberland University, and some very important games. Very quickly for Martin Methodist, Darren Jenkins had 26, Brady Brown 19, Hudson 6, Whitmore 5, Mohammed El Ghahari 13, Devin Klein 14 for their total of 83 points. And for Freed Hardeman, the big night, and this may be a career night for him. Cortland Martin, the senior, had 35. Unofficially, I have King with 11 points, and we'll check that in a moment because there was one question about whether his foot was on the line or not. 8 for Alexander, and we have 8 for Musselwhite, and that is correct. Riley McLaren with 7, and Uric Lazard with 2, and Agbada had 2 in the contest for a total of 72 points. Michael, a quick final word from you before we wrap this contest up.
This is another hard-played game for Freed. Unfortunately, just couldn't come out with a win tonight, and that's basically been the story of this whole season. Hard-fought games, just unable to come out with a win tonight. Clock just ran out, Coach.
It did. Sometimes the clock does that to you. And it was almost like in that last couple of minutes there was a force field on the basket, and we had some loose possessions, and then I believe Martin Methodist got hotter at the end of the game. For our great camera crew and some great shots tonight, and we appreciate everything that they did. For Paul Schultze, Worthy Road Studios, for Taylor Hodges, SID, Mike McCutcheon, the AD, the administration here at Freed Hardeman, and the coaches and staff at Martin Methodist. And here are the fine people. You need to see those people there that helped with this. Will Mingledorf, Blake, of course, Biggs, who are part of our Sacred Heart staff, Braden Watkins, who was with the cutaway camera, and Michael Molnix, Coach Joe Holloway. And, of course, we're going to say any rebroadcast, retransmission, or further use of this contest without the express written condition of Worthy Road Studios is prohibited. Thanks for your time this time. Till next time. See you Thursday night.